Hi, welcome to the Pursuit of Truth. So I did try to go onto Facebook groups, the Flat Earth and Truther type groups, and put a link of one of my videos. I'm trying to get the light a bit better on there. I think it was number 300, the 300th Pursuit of Truth, just to see if it made any difference. And lo and behold, it didn't make any difference. I think I got 3 extra views. So it's only just in double figures. I think it's got 10 views now, or 11 views, or whatever. Whereas the 3 videos of nature has over 3,000 views. One of them is just coming up to close to 2,000 views. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame in a way because I've had this problem before on YouTube for a long time because I used to write poems and I thought the poems were like really important stuff, and they wouldn't. There was only one of them, Die I, that somehow got 17,000 views, and I don't really know how that actually happened, really. Whether it was some kind of mistake, but I think a video I put about Jeremy Kyle. I think I was just watching TV one day and I put it on there. That got loads of views. Whereas I wrote these poems which I thought were important because they had more, they had content to them about important things about life and lies and all those kinds of things. The War on Terror, Diego Garcia, lots of different things I wrote about, and they hardly got any views. So yeah, it's nothing new really. I mean, I'm not in it for the views. I don't care about that. My importance is that I want the message that I'm talking about. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time, isn't it? There's no point in me just speaking if it's not changing or making people think, because that's what I want to happen. That's why I'm using this. I'm not using this to get views. Maybe when I first started YouTube, when I was writing poems, yeah, I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be recognised, acknowledged as a poet or a writer. But now I don't feel that way anymore. Maybe that's due with age. Maybe it's also due with this realisation that, well, it doesn't really matter anyway. It's why would I want other people? Everyone's equal. There's no more power. Then why should I accept just because some people who have been published or whatever to let me into their circle? Yeah, so I'm not worried about that anymore. But yeah, I just want the message to come across, the message of all the lies in our lives that we are all accepting, and most of us know about these lies. There's some bigger than others, and some day-to-day lies. The fact that we're slaves in our existence, where we do a job 9 to 5, most of us, and we're serving someone else, someone that's, we're doing the blood, sweat and toils for that other person. We're lying for those people in most cases. If you really look at it closely, what you do when you speak to customers, when you're talking on behalf, is like you hear people talk about or we do this or we do that. We what? It's not we, is it? You're not the company. You're just an employee that works for the company that could be easily replaced if they wanted to make you redundant or whatever. So it's there's that. Then there's this idea of the human species, of us being divided by so many things. Humans like to put things in boxes. We all know that. Divided by the skin color, divided by race, ethnicity, by land, by country names, by language, by religion, even family. This idea of surnames and family is to keep you in a group, so that you don't. I mean, it doesn't need to be like that. You could have all these things. You could have names of countries, and you could have family names and all this stuff, if we all understood that we're all free to be able to go from one place to another. We don't need a piece of paper to do that, or a piece of it's like if you want to prove who you are, you can't prove who you are by physically. If you go into somewhere and they say, I want identification for you to prove who you are, you can't just turn around and say, yeah, this is me, I'm Harris Maguire, this is my proof, my actual body is my proof, what you see in front of me, this is me. That doesn't work. And how stupid is that? What you'd have to do is you'd get a piece of paper that someone has stamped, like a passport or some kind of court document. That is proof, your birth certificate, of your existence. But it's not. It's a piece of paper. It's a facsimile. You are your identifier. But we've given all those things away. We're living in a fantasy, an illusion. And unfortunately, until you see these things, like with flat earth, with false flags, with politics, with all these different things, money, until you see them, you don't realise that, wait a minute, for most of my life, I've been living this lie without realising. I mean, when I was a child, yes, I did ask these questions, and then, your parents, because they live in the lie, and they're in the same system, they convince you that your thinking is wrong. No, you can't just print money. No, you can't just, feed everyone. You can't do all these things. But of course we can. Because where's Big Brother? Where's the dictator? Where's the angry God that's holding us down and saying, no, you must have money. You must do this. You must let people be unequal. You must let people be out on the streets and starve. You must make sure that mothers don't have enough to even feed their children, that they will starve, that they have to go to food banks. You must cut things. You must have money to be able to buy things, to purchase. You must have possessions. You must own this bit of land. You must let no one else own that bit of land and have wars over them. All these false systems, false doctrines that we live in. And we all accept them. And sometimes we do question them, but then it's like, well, there's nothing we do. We're powerless. Yet the intrinsic thing is every one of us is exactly the same. The only power comes from the illusionary story that we tell each other, the system, the world that we live in. This is how the world is. These are the things that I wish would get thousands of views. Because this is the conversation that, and I don't know, luckily it's happening on other places, other sites. So that's the good thing. I just wish it would happen more. Take care, take it easy, go best in peace.